Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English with Mia and Ben.
Hello, Mia, and a big hello to all of our amazing listeners. We are so happy you've come back for episode 2.
Yes, thank you so much for returning. It really means the world to us. If you watched our first episode on introductions, you're already one step ahead. And if you're new here, welcome. Don't worry, you can jump right in.
Exactly. And Mia, I have to say, I'm especially excited for today's topic because I know this is something you've been working on.
Oh, Ben, you have no idea. After our first episode, I felt so confident introducing myself. I thought, yes, I've got this. So I decided to practice with a native English speaker at a coffee shop last week. And the most terrifying thing happened.
Oh no, what was that?
We introduced ourselves perfectly. I said, "Hi, I'm Mia. Nice to meet you." She said, "Nice to meet you too." And then, I paused dramatically, nothing. Silence. Complete, awkward, horrible silence. And I just stood there, staring at her with no idea what to say next. My mind went completely blank.
Mia, that is the most normal feeling in the world. That awkward silence is the next big wall every learner has to climb. But the good news is, there's a very easy way to break through it.
I really hope so, because I actually walked away from that conversation. I pretended I saw someone I knew and just left.
Well, by the end of today's episode, you'll never have to do that again. Today, we are going to give you the key to unlock any conversation. It's a simple skill called small talk, and it's easier than you think.
But before we learn the phrases, Mia, let's talk about what was really happening in that moment at the coffee shop. You said your mind went blank, but what were you feeling? What was going through your head?
Honestly, panic. Pure panic. I kept thinking, she's waiting for me to say something. I need to say something. But what? What if I say something stupid? What if I ask the wrong question? And the longer the silence went on, the more pressure I felt. It was like time was moving in slow motion.
That's such a perfect description. And I want everyone listening to understand something important. This fear doesn't come from your English level. It comes from something deeper.
What do you mean?
When we meet someone new, we have this natural human desire to be liked, to be accepted. In your native language, you have all these tools, humor, personality, interesting stories to show who you are. But in English, especially if you're still learning, it feels like all those tools are locked away. You can't access them.
Yes, that's exactly it. I feel like I'm this interesting, funny person in my language, but in English, I become boring. I can only say simple things.
And that creates pressure. You think, if I don't say something interesting right now, they'll think I'm boring. So your brain freezes because the stakes feel too high.
Oh, wow, Ben. That's exactly what I felt. I didn't realize other people felt this way too.
Almost everyone does. But here's the secret. Small talk isn't about being interesting or impressive. It's about being friendly and curious. The goal isn't to perform, it's just to connect. And once you understand that, the pressure disappears.
That actually makes me feel so much better already.
Okay, so let's get to the solution. The number one most important rule for keeping a conversation going is this. You must ask questions. It's that simple.
Really? Just ask questions?
Yes! Think about it this way. When someone asks you a question, what do?
I answer it.
Exactly. The question gives you something to talk about. It takes the pressure off both people. You're not standing there wondering what to say. You have a clear topic.
But isn't it rude to ask a stranger questions? I worry about being too personal or nosy.
That's a great point. And you are right. You don't want to ask very personal questions when you first meet someone. But people actually love to talk a little bit about themselves. Asking a simple, friendly question is the most polite way to show you are interested in them.
So it's not rude, it's actually polite.
Exactly. Think of it like a game of tennis. When you ask a question, you hit the ball to them. They answer and hit the ball back to you. The goal is just to keep the ball in the air. You're not trying to win, you're just playing together.
I love that analogy. So I don't need to have all the answers, I just need to keep asking questions?
Precisely. And here's the beautiful part. When you ask someone a question, they usually ask you the same question back. So you get to talk about yourself without feeling like you're bragging or being self-centered.
Oh, so if I ask, what do you do, they'll probably ask me back.
Almost always. It's natural human behavior. We mirror each other in conversations. Now, before I give you the toolkit of questions, let's talk about some common mistakes learners make with small talk. Mia, I'm going to describe 3 situations, and you tell me if any of these sound familiar.
Okay, I'm ready to be embarrassed.
Mistake number 1, asking yes or no questions and then stopping. For example, someone asks, "Do you live in this city?" And you just say, "Yes," period. Nothing else.
Oh, I do that all the time. I answer the question, but then I don't add anything. So the conversation just dies.
Exactly. The fix is simple. Answer the question and then add 1 extra sentence. So instead of just yes, you say, "Yes, I do. I've lived here for about 2 years." Now the conversation has somewhere to go.
That makes so much sense. Okay, what's the second mistake?
Mistake number 2, asking too many questions in a row without sharing anything about yourself. You become like an interviewer, firing questions. Where are you from? What do you do? How long have you been here? But you never talk about yourself.
Oh, I think I've done that too. I get so focused on asking questions that I forget to actually have a conversation.
Right. It starts to feel like an interrogation instead of a natural exchange. The solution is balance. Ask a question, let them answer, share something about yourself, and then ask another question.
So it's like a rhythm, back and forth, back and forth.
Perfect description. And mistake number 3, asking questions that are too personal too quickly. For example, you just met someone and you immediately ask, "Are you married? Do you have children? How much money do you make?"
Okay, I haven't done that one. That sounds really uncomfortable.
It is. In English-speaking cultures, especially with strangers, we start with safe, neutral topics. We talk about work, the weather, hobbies, things that aren't too private. You can ask deeper questions once you know someone better.
So start safe and then go deeper as the friendship grows.
Exactly. Now you're ready for the toolkit. So, what question should we ask? I have a toolkit of 4 safe questions that work almost anywhere, with anyone. These are your small talk superpowers.
Okay, I'm ready. What's the first one?
Question number 1. So, what do you do? This is the most common question in English small talk. It means, what is your job? Or what do you study? It's safe, it's neutral, and it works in almost any situation.
Okay, but what if they ask me back and I'm not working right now or I'm a student?
Great question. You can say, "I'm a student. I'm studying your subject." Or, "I'm between jobs right now, but I used to work in your field." Or even, "I'm taking some time off to focus on learning English." Any of those answers are perfect.
That's helpful. What's the second question?
Question number 2, are you from around here? This is a simple, friendly way to ask about their hometown or where they live. It's especially useful when you're in a new city or at an event.
And what do I say if they say yes or no?
If they say yes, you can say, "Oh, nice. I'm new here. I'm from your city." If they say no, you can ask, "Oh, where are you from originally?" This naturally opens up a whole new topic.
I like that. It feels easy. What's number 3?
Question number 3, is how do you know the host or organizer? This is perfect for parties, weddings, conferences, or any event where there's a common person or organization that brought everyone together.
Oh, because it immediately gives you something in common.
Exactly. You both know the same person, so you already have a connection. It's a very warm, friendly question.
And the fourth question?
Question number 4. What do you like to do in your free time? This is my personal favorite because it moves the conversation away from work and into hobbies and interests. This is where you can really connect with someone and maybe even make a new friend.
I love that one. It feels more personal, but not too personal.
Exactly. And if they mention a hobby you also enjoy, like reading, hiking, or cooking, you've just found common ground. That's where real friendships begin. Okay, Mia, let's practice. Imagine we are at our friend Sarah's party and we have just met for the first time. I'll be Ben, you be Mia. Ready?
Ready.
Scenario A begins.
Hi, I'm Mia. It's nice to meet you.
Hi, Mia. I'm Ben. It's great to meet you too.
So, how do you know Sarah?
Oh, Sarah and I went to university together. We've been friends for years. What about you?
I work with her at the marketing company. She's great. So, are you from around here, Ben?
No, I'm originally from a small town about 2 hours away, but I moved here for my job. I'm a teacher.
Oh, that sounds interesting. What do you teach?
I teach high school English. It's challenging but rewarding. What about you? What do you do at the marketing company?
I'm a graphic designer. I really enjoy it.
Scenario A ends. And scene. See what you did? You asked a safe question. I answered and returned the question, and the conversation started flowing naturally. You didn't have to think of anything brilliant. You just had to be curious.
That felt so much easier than I expected.
Now let's try a more advanced scenario. This time, you're at a professional networking event and you see a small group of people talking. You want to join the conversation. How do you introduce yourself without being rude? I'll be part of the group. Ready?
Okay, this sounds harder.
Scenario B begins. Ben talking to an imaginary person. So that's why I think the project will be successful. Mia approaches and waits for a brief pause.
Excuse me, I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm Mia. I just wanted to introduce myself.
Oh, not at all. Hi, Mia. I'm Ben. We were just talking about the conference. Are you enjoying it so far?
Yes, it's been really interesting. This is actually my first time attending. How about you?
I've been coming for a few years now. What brings you here?
I work in graphic design, and I wanted to learn more about digital marketing trends.
Scenario B ends. Perfect. You waited for a natural pause. You apologized politely for interrupting, even though you didn't really interrupt. And then you introduced yourself. That's exactly how to join a group conversation.
I had no idea it could be that simple. Okay, everyone listening, it's your turn. Ben and I are going to give you a challenge right now.
Yes, wherever you are, at home, on the bus, walking outside, we want you to pause for just a moment and practice one of these questions out loud.
Pick your favorite. It could be, what do you do? Or, are you from around here? Or, what do you like to do in your free time? Just say it out loud right now. Go on, we'll wait.
Did you do it? How did it feel?
Now, here's the important part. Say it again, but this time, smile while you're saying it. Imagine you're saying it to a real person. Try it.
Notice how your tone changes? When you smile, your voice sounds warmer and friendlier. That's the secret to great small talk. It's not just the words, it's the energy you bring.
And the more you practice at home, the more natural it will feel in real conversations.
Before we wrap up, I want to give you one more quick tip, especially for our international listeners. Small talk can actually be a little different depending on where you are in the world.
Oh, really? How so?
Well, for example, in the United States and the UK, people love small talk. We talk to strangers all the time, in elevators, at bus stops, in line at the grocery store. It's very normal to ask, "How's your day going?" or comment on the weather.
And in other countries?
In some cultures, like in parts of Northern Europe or East Asia, people are a bit more reserved with strangers. Small talk isn't as common, especially in public spaces. It's not that people are unfriendly, it's just a different cultural norm.
So if I'm traveling, I should pay attention to what other people are doing.
Exactly. Observe the culture around you. If people are chatting with strangers, feel free to join in. If it's quieter and more formal, adjust your approach. The key is to be respectful and adaptable.
That's really good advice. It's not just about learning English, it's about understanding how people communicate.
Precisely. And that cultural awareness will make you a much more confident and effective communicator. All right, let's bring it all together. Here's your small talk toolkit. The 4 golden questions you can use anywhere, anytime. Number 1, so what do you do? Number 2, are you from around here? Number 3, how do you know the host or organizer? And number 4, what do you like to do in your free time?
And remember, the goal isn't to be brilliant or impressive. The goal is just to be curious and friendly.
Exactly. Ask a question, listen to their answer, share something about yourself, and then ask another question. That's the rhythm.
I feel so much more prepared now. I actually want to go practice this.
That's the spirit.
And for everyone listening, we have a challenge for you. Your mission this week is to use just one of these questions in a real conversation. You don't even have to use it with a stranger. Practice with a friend, a classmate, or even in front of the mirror so it feels natural.
That's a great challenge. And if you're feeling brave, come back to the comments and tell us how it went. We'd love to hear your stories.
Yes, please share. We read every comment.
Thank you all so much for joining us today. Remember, small steps lead to big confidence.
Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next episode. Now that you can start a conversation and keep it going, next week we're going to dive into a very common small talk topic, talking about your hobbies and interests in detail.
Until then, keep practicing. You've got this.
Goodbye, everyone.
See you next time.